No. All right. Okie dokie. Going live. All right. What's going on, everyone? Ivan, what's up? Wardo, we love your content. I appreciate that. Thank you all for being here today. Do a little last second afternoon live here. How's everyone doing today? What is the word? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, my friend. Ohio State beat Michigan, so it's a good day. First time in several years that we've been able to do that. So happy to be back in the win column there. Austin got 2 out today now watching the snowfall. Nice, Austin. Where are you located? Where is it snowing? We had a bunch of snow on Thanksgiving. Yeah, Jaden, sorry about that. Sorry about Michigan today. Is a Chevy Malibu a good first car? I think that's a great first car. Chase, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being here. Thanks to everyone for stopping by on this Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. I think it officially still is Thanksgiving weekend. Digging the bow tie, Mateo, I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Thanks for being here. Thank you for everyone who's hitting the like button and the follow button and all that good stuff. I appreciate it very much. How we doing over on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and LinkedIn? Anybody over there? A little quiet over there in the chat. That's all right. Ray went to refinance my Jeep. They wanted 14 down to refinance. Okay, so they must not have liked the equity position that you were in. Wardo, first car was a 1990s Lincoln Continental. Airbag suspension is the best. Yeah, air suspension is amazing. Obviously, if it breaks, it can be a little expensive, but gotta love air suspension. S, love the content question for you. Is it possible to order a manufacturer color on any model? I would do embarrassing things for a China Blue E-Wagon. So it's not possible to do it on any model. They are going to be adding more models in the future. E-Wagon will be one of them. I just don't know when, right? So I've asked that, and they are working on it, but it is not yet available for the E-Wagon. Iris, I do try to do lives semi-regularly. It's tough, right? Dealership comes first, and when we get busy, it just becomes difficult to set aside some time to do it, right? And I do try to carve out a little bit of time towards the end of a day if I can. But yeah, it's been a little bit inconsistent at best. Did any C450s come with the ability for Apple CarPlay in the software? So C450 was a very limited run because it was quickly renamed the C43. But I do want to say C450s were probably model year 2016. And smartphone integration should have been an optional package back then. Hard to believe that that's already been 10 years, because we go off model years. So it's been 10 years since those cars, which is crazy. Wow, the time has flown. Let's see. John just got a 2026 Geely 450 hybrid and absolutely love it. Alpine Gray. Congratulations, John. That's awesome. Love the plug-in hybrids. They are fantastic. Robolo has a 25 GLS and will be a second vehicle. I'm interested in 2 vehicles versus a used AMG GT55. But I'm not against a new one if the deal's right. Second is the CLE 63 when they're available. Do you think I should lease the fun car? Well, Rivolo, it just depends on how long you're going to keep it, right? If it's a fun car, second, third car, you're not going to put a ton of miles on it, then maybe you buy it so you can get in and out of it more quickly. But if you do think you can keep it for 3 years, then definitely lease it. No, not a family picture up on the wall. Well, maybe behind me. If you're seeing this one here, that's my family at my sister's wedding. Do you have to work every weekend? Yes, we are open on Saturdays. It is still retail at the end of the day, so that does mean we're in the dealership on Saturdays. And I'm here most Saturdays unless I have a reason not to be. Phil Guard's best bow ties in the automotive industry. I appreciate that, my friend. Sharik, S-Class 580E or Lexus LS 500. Well, you know what my answer is going to be. I'm always going to go with the S-Class, and That's because I love Mercedes-Benz and I believe that we make the best cars in the world. Matt, aside from wrapping cost into a payment, does the prepaid maintenance package discount maintenance cost by paying up front? Well, Matt, so you are locking yourself into what the maintenance costs today, as opposed to if you pay as you go, then it could potentially go up with inflation over time. But the big thing is if you lease, then they build the maintenance into your lease. So it gets residualized, which is a fancy way of saying you only end up paying a portion of the cost, kind of like when you lease, you're only paying for a portion of the car. So when you lease, it really makes a lot of sense. When you buy a car, it makes a little bit less sense, but it still does make sense. So, what else is going on? What is your A and B service price? That just depends on the model. It varies by model. Lauren, is Kelley Blue Book accurate? I wouldn't. It's not accurate. It's not inaccurate. It's a good guide, right? Kelley Blue Book is a guide. It's a range, which I don't think ranges are very helpful. I think that right when we look at ranges, we always tend to focus on the highest number of the range, and that can be misleading because used cars have wildly varying levels of condition and history and equipment, and that all plays a role, right? Let's see. When are we getting the service tour? It has been promised for a year. Has it? You know what? Maybe I had promised that. That's a good question. And if I promised it, then I do need to do that. So I have a few videos with service that I've done, but I definitely need to make a full-blown service tour is what it sounds like. Give you a little walk around of it all. Have tariffs increased prices? Well, every manufacturer, Mercedes-Benz included, has essentially decided not to pass along the cost of tariffs, which is fantastic. It is hard to know what the true impact is. I think every manufacturer is still trying to figure out what the long-term ramifications of that are going to be. That could show up in the form of reduced incentives. But overall, really, the tariff prices have not been passed on, which is fantastic. Trip Holloway, love my 2025 GLC 300 coupe. Nice. Love GLC coupes. They are very fun. Do your salespeople have to have college degrees? No, they do not. Joey is in sales from Spokane Hyundai, tuned in. Awesome, Joey. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. What does the average consumer not understand about luxury auto brands compared to more domestic brands? I would say, interim, that a lot of people don't understand that they can be relatively affordable, relatively speaking, if they are, purchased or leased. Really, luxury cars have heavy leasing penetration because people who buy them are in and out of them a little bit more quickly on average than maybe a domestic. But I think the other thing is that, people don't always understand depreciation and why it relatively is more or seems like more. And it really comes down to just the mindset of luxury car buyers. They're more price elastic. They're more willing to spend up for a car that's new instead of pre-owned. And that has an impact on resale value. Thomas, why is turnover so high in car sales? I would say because it's a lot harder than people think it is, Thomas. Car sales is tough. It is draining. There's ups and downs. It is a hard business. And I think a lot of people who get into it think it's going to be easy. And obviously you can make it easy with the right mindset, with good training, good product knowledge, the right attitude, the right approach. But I think in general, it's much harder than people think that it will be. Robolo, CLE 63, any insights on when it'll be available? That's the $1 million question that I wish I had a great answer for you. I've asked many, many times, and the answer that I continue to get.
There's someone here to interrupt your live.
Oh, what's up, brother? You're back so soon.
I know. What's going on? I just on the way to Pittsburgh right now. I'm going to go hockey game. I was like, oh, is the car there?
The GLS?
Yeah, the new one. Or go see the white one. Detail.
Okay, perfect.
So,
well, thanks again. Yeah, just started.
What's the actual setup?
I don't know. It changes every time. I got the Osmo right here.
Oh, so that's your camera?
It is, yeah, right now.
And then you do studio?
Yeah. They just unveiled it for the Mac finally.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Like last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Sick.
I don't know why it took like 3 years for them to do that.
You're a professional now.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. I'll let you.
Good to see you, brother. Thanks as always.
Yeah.
All right. Did I go to college? Lo, yes, I did go to college. I went to Ohio State and I was an econ major. I was an economics major. And that's actually come in handy in this business because car sales is really you live and breathe the most basic tenets of supply and demand every single day. So, Justin, what is your honest opinion on the CLE coupe? Do you think it was the right strategy for Mercedes to consolidate all the coupes into one? Well, Justin, I love the CLE. I think that it absolute home run vehicle for Mercedes, especially the AMGs. They are incredible. And I do think it was the right decision because Americans are just buying less and less sports cars in general. So I would hate to have seen them go away entirely. And I think that having 3 different coupe and convertible classes was too much, right? Based on the sales that you were getting. So, I understand now it's like everybody, it's very much you don't know what you got until it's gone type of thing, right? The S-Class coupe and convertible, now that we don't have it, people are like so frustrated about that. But I was with Mercedes-Benz for the entirety of the S coupe and cab, and people did not buy them in big numbers. So, we can be mad all we want that they're not here anymore, but the sales volumes didn't reflect them or justify them continuing. So, Mojo, love your videos. Keep doing a great job. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Are they planning to bring 65 AMGs to the S-Class ever again? Tyler, don't know. I would love if they did, right? V12s kind of are hot again. So if they do, then I would be thrilled. But, there's no way to know for sure. Donnie, how many sales do you get a month from TikTok, do you think? It's a lot. It's hard to track the numbers specifically because not every person who calls in or sends in an internet lead explicitly says that they watch me on social media. A lot of them end up doing it, but it's very hard to track. And when you're in car sales and in the dealership world, you really want to track very closely where exactly a lead is coming from, because you want to know where your money is being well spent and where maybe it isn't being well spent. So even if somebody sends in, if they've watched my videos, but then they go on cars.com, for example, and send in a lead from there, then it ends up getting attributed to cars.com and instead of to, social media. So I would say that the vast majority of people that are calling in or sending in a lead have watched the videos in some capacity, which is amazing. I mean, that just blows my mind, but I love it. So where does Mercedes-Benz in North Homestead rank in sales out of 380 Mercedes-Benz dealerships in the United States? So yeah, there's about 385 dealerships in the country, and we are, I would say, we're right around 75 to 80 in new car sales volume. So we're, in the top 25% in the country. So close to the top 20%, which I think is fantastic, especially being in Cleveland, Ohio, right? If you can, as you might imagine, all of the biggest dealers are on the coasts, right? They're in California, they're in the New York, New Jersey area, and down in Florida and Texas, right? So the middle America is definitely much smaller sales volumes by comparison. So, we're very proud of being kind of in that top 20, 25%. And now the goal is to push that even further. And that's why we're actively growing the team, because we really need to make sure that we've got enough people to handle all the people that reach out. Lauren, $35,000 vehicle, $6,000 down payment. Can I get my price below $500? You're going to be very close, Lauren. You'd have to stretch out the term to do that with a good interest rate. I would try to resist the urge to do that if you can. I think that, Steve, thank you for the sunglasses, by the way. It's very common that people want to stretch the term out on a car as much as possible to get that low payment. But what you'll end up paying extra in interest over the course of time, it really won't be worth it. I would say if you can not go beyond a 60-month term on a finance, that is ideal, right? If you 72 months, 84 months, yes, it'll lower your payment, but you'll pay off the vehicle significantly more slowly. And you really want to avoid that if you can. This is a bit outdated. What's a bit outdated, Paul? Do you miss the A-Class in the U.S. ever? Not really, Wes. I thought that it was a little bit of a redundant vehicle. I mean, we have the CLA, and the A-Class is so incredibly similar to that car. I don't think that we needed them both, especially with Americans being all about SUVs. Fuel or electric future, best choice to buy. I think that you're going to see a mix of all of the above moving forward. I think that there's going to be gas cars, there's going to be hybrid cars, there's going to be electric cars. And I'm very excited to see where natural demand falls now that it's really not politicized anymore and you remove government money from it. I think that it's going to be really, really good to see the natural demand play out. The great, what's this channel about? This channel is about luxury car dealership behind the scenes of what really happens in a car dealership, what happens in the sales manager's office, what kind of conversations, et cetera, et cetera. What's up?
Love the soap log. Oh, sorry.
What's this?
I just need the soap log updated.
Oh, got it.
Is this, how's
Thank
this look?
you.
No go.
So do you think if we added his mom, we'd have better, obviously probably better odds?
You might have Andrew call and ask because it was a system reject, which means that we don't have any notes to go off of.
Okay.
So I don't know for sure, but I mean, we're biting off a lot there,
Yeah.
right? It's an expensive car,
Negative equity.
a lot of negative equity. It just,
Minimum down.
yeah.
Okay.
The computer was not going to like that one much, unfortunately. Amon, tried to contact you to purchase a car, no response. How did you reach out? The best way to get in touch with me is to reach out through our website to my team. If you go to the link in my bio, there's a work with Doug and team link. And if you put your information in there, that is the best way to get in touch with me. Unfortunately, there are just too many DMs and comments, et cetera, for me to manage all of that. I mean, if I was doing social media full time, it would still be hard, but right. I'm in the dealership every day and that's where my focus is. And so reaching out through the dealership where I have an entire team that can help me, that's the best way to get in touch. Keith, I want to see you and Dave Ramsey debate. That would be one for the ages. I'm sure it would be very heated, Keith. The thing about Dave is, and this is just my feelings about him, is that, he's become famous for giving a certain type of advice. And he's become famous for kind of helping people that are fiscally irresponsible to become more fiscally responsible. So I think that he is my guess is that he's a kind of a do as I say, not as I do type of person, which I'm not saying that he is fiscally irresponsible, but I think that he doesn't have to follow all of his own advice that he gives to the people that call in. Because as you know, the people on his show generally are having a lot of financial hardship. They don't know and this is just speaks to how little financial, learning goes on in our school systems and life in general. But he's giving advice to help people to kind of unburden themselves from really, really horrific situations. So I don't know that he actually lives that way. I mean, he leases cars, for example, right? He's going to tell you not to lease because he's speaking generally to people that are having a hard time managing money. So Psycho Tish once sold a pack of gum for $9. That's impressive. That sounds like a lot of money for a pack of gum. John, what happens with new prior model year vehicles that are never sold? Well, eventually they get sold, or eventually the manufacturer no longer recognizes them as new cars, and then they lose new car incentives and support. Thank you for everyone who's hitting the like buttons and the heart buttons, and to anybody who's a new follower today, I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Do you like BMW? Absolutely. BMW is fantastic. They make great cars. Texas Car Guys in the chat. Thanks, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Slick, you're the man. Doug, I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. TC, my car's been paid off since 2015. I can't wrap my head around why people constantly have car payments. And good for you, right? I mean, some people don't feel compelled to get a new car, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's again, some people just like having new cars, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but you sound like you're very financially responsible. What is your view on CVTs? Not really a fan. I think they're kind of dull. Courtney, I bought a Toyota Corolla Cross 2026. I love it, but was it a good choice? Well, it's a Toyota, so I would say it's a good choice. Absolutely. Maximus owned 2 different R classes. Yeah, the R class was epic, and that is become like a cult favorite. Rudim, just want to say you're a great manager. Keep it up. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who's in here saying the nice things. This must not be anybody that was in the comment section of my latest video who that comment section got wild. Or this was a video from yesterday. Pretty entertaining sometimes to see people. They watch a video and they hear what they want to hear. They see what they want to see. Any deals on GLC hybrid leases? Yeah, we only have a couple left, honestly. I think we might have like one demo left. There's really not much left because they all kind of got sold before the money went away end of September. My wife wondering how I'm such a good kisser. Oh, there you go. It's nice to be on the cutting edge of safety with new cars, Chris. I would absolutely agree with that. Luis, did you see F1? No, I did not. I did not watch today. What is your all-time favorite AMG vehicle? The C63, the previous generation, loved that car. The V8, dollar for dollar, thought it was amazing. The coupes and convertibles up until, model year 2020. Blake has an R63 in his garage. That is incredible. That is absolutely amazing. When will the new GLE design come out? Maddie, that'll be next year. Don't know if it's going to be summer, fall, late spring, but we should know soon. Car guy Jake, love your way of doing business. Jake, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. You are aging really fast. Oh, well, yeah. That's probably true. Better lease deal, Maybach S600 or S63? Probably S63. It's got an incentivized money factor. What is your favorite M car, old and new? I had an E46 M3. It was a 02. Loved that car. Absolutely. It was an SMG, which I actually thought was very cool. Had the 19-inch wheels, not the 18s. It was silver, black interior. Loved that car. I also love Z8s. Z8s are, I don't know if you really can call that an M car, but I thought the Z8 was just one of the coolest cars ever. So when your location is having a slow month, what do you and the team do to help turn it around? You hammer the phones. You start getting back to the basics. You start doing things that you don't have time to do normally. I encourage the team to make a lot of car films when we're slow, right? Because car film videos allow them to maybe re-engage with a client, and we get notifications when people watch it, so we can know, are people ignoring us, or are they just kind of not responding, right? So it really just kind of, when things get slow, it's easy to get in that mindset of just not doing much of anything, and you just have to pull yourself out of it by staying busy, right? So if I'm having, somebody pointed out, oh, it must be slow at the dealership today. Well, no, it's actually been pretty busy today. But if I get a lull in the day where I have a little extra time on my hands, I do like to come live and talk to all of you because it keeps me going. It keeps me in the flow, keeps me from, becoming unproductive, right? So the governor, nice to see you, Doug. Thanks for being here, brother. But yeah, when things are slow, that just means that you've got more time to be busy and get back to basics. Thoughts on the GLC 43 2025? I love the GLC 43. Great car. Winston, thank you for always showcasing your professionalism and insights. Always enjoy the program. Winston, I appreciate that. Really do. Thank you for being here. Hey, how early can you trade in a Mercedes lease for another lease with Mercedes? Kimber, you can really do it at any time, but you want to be under a year left. If you can get to that point, it will make it much easier. Central Doug, get me a Mercedes. Let's do it. Go to the link in my bio and go to my link tree, or not my link tree, my Stan store. Click work with Doug and team. We're all on it. We're all over it. Is your out of state? How far would you purchase a Mercedes-Benz from your home? We sell cars all over the country. California, Florida, Texas, Arizona, New Hampshire. We've literally sold cars to every single state, I think. I'm not sure. Actually, no, we did sell a car to somebody who lived in Alaska. You out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, see ya. Thinking back on when you were a salesman, what is some of the best practices for success? Learn your product, learn a phone script. And by that, I mean learn how to sound intelligent on the phone, right? There's nothing worse than sounding like a confused, lost person on the phone. People just lose respect for you immediately. But the big thing is that you have to know what you're talking about. You've got to have confidence, and you've got to be willing to pick up the phone and talk to people. You've got to be willing to get in front of people. Okay. if I could go back in time and talk to myself in sales, I mean, I was doing a lot of things right, and most of that was because I had exceptionally good training right from the get-go. I was extremely fortunate for that, but I would have told myself, just get in front of everyone. Everyone you got to talk to, you never know. You never know. Jared Williams, what's going on? Did they get longer battery in the G580 yet? Not yet, my friend, not yet. Hope all is well down in Texas. Yeah, the G580. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll get a new battery, but for now it is still the same range. So we should be right around the corner from the all new CLA, which I'm very excited about because they're going to be starting at $50,000, and they're going to get close to 400 miles of range. And they're going to be the newest of the new, all the new tech. Those are going to be hot. And I'm really interested to see, with that kind of range at that price point, could that be like a Tesla? Could that decimate Tesla sales? I think it's got a chance to do it. So I'm really excited for that car to land. Let's see. You just lost sale on a new Lamborghini by ignoring me. Well, I don't sell Lamborghinis, Vice King, but no. So David, the new CLA will debut as the EV, but it's going to be the very first car with the new Mercedes-Benz MMA platform, which is a modular architecture that can be modified to accommodate gas, hybrid, electric. So the new CLA will be all of the above. It's just going to start as an EV. Legendary, do a backflip. I can't do a backflip, unfortunately. Jose Matthew Alcon, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for stopping by. CLA 250, I'm looking for 2024, 2025. Do y'all have that in stock? We've got some demos, absolutely. Got the new CLA here in the UK. Just had one at our work. The car is lovely. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. Do you have a BDC? Yes, we do, Viv, absolutely. What do you say when they say I have to go see on another car first? I say, what is it that you're hoping to find with that car that you didn't find with this car? Right? That's a great question to ask because either you're going to stump them, right? Either they're saying that is just their way to leave, or they might be hoping to find something else with that vehicle, right? So, because again, if somebody comes in to look at a car and they're going to go look at another car, I'm just going to ask them, so what is it that you hope that car will do or be that this car is not, right? And then they might tell you, well, I'm just going to see if I like it as much and it costs less, or I'm going to see if it drives, if I like the tech better, or whatever it might be. What is my personal car right now? I'm driving a GLE 53 W5 or W4, which is the SUV. It's never your fault. I'm not sure what that means. I make mistakes all the time, and what we all do, but no, I'm not sure what that is meant to mean. Dan the Man, does Mercedes-Benz still offer 2 years of free charging when purchasing or leasing a new EV? That was available for 2025 models. So provided you could find a 2025, then that offer would be on the table, but I think they're all gone by now. Eric, hey Doug, following you for a while now. Always a great attitude and handling cases with confidence and calm. I like that a lot. We'll buy our next MB with y'all. Eric, I appreciate that. I thank you for stopping by and saying that. What made you wear bow ties? I just wanted to do something different, do something that other salespeople weren't doing. Thoughts on the CLE 53? I love it. Love the CLE 53. I'm all about it. CLE 53s, E53s, 53s are on fire right now. How does Mercedes compete against the Lincoln Navigator? So our GLS, I'd put right up against the Navigator. The only thing is that the Navigator is larger, right? So if you need that a little bit of extra space in the trunk, the Navigator is going to be a bigger car. Thoughts on the GLS 63? I mean, dude, it's a rocket. It's a rocket family mobile. Love it. Absolutely love it. So what is your dream Mercedes? I mean, a Gullwing. Of course, I'd love to have a vintage G-Wagon fully restored. That would be amazing. A G-Wagon Cabriolet. Oh man, that would be the ultimate. Next Saturday, you guys should order pizza from one of my pizza shops. I'll hook you guys up. Connor, okay, are you local? You here in Cleveland? We'll give you a try. Carrie, what do you drive personally? Much love from Finland. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate that. I'm driving a beautiful Ireland mid-green metallic GLE 53 SUV right now. What is the quietest Mercedes they make? That would be the S-Class. So But I am going to put a pin in it here. I do want to wrap up a few things before the day is over. So thank you to everybody who swung by and hung out for a little bit. Thank you to everybody who's a new follower today. I appreciate that very much. And I always enjoy doing this. I hope you do as well. And I just want to say thank you for all the support. I hope that you all had a really fantastic Thanksgiving if you celebrated. And, I'm very thankful for all of you that show up, ask the questions, hang out, watch the videos, show up in the comment section. Thank you. It means the world to me. So have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And I hope to see you all again very soon.